Have you ever wondered what horrors lie in the darkness of the night shift? A night shift, with its eerie silence and the cloak of darkness, can transform even the most mundane of locales into a breeding ground for fear. It's the wee hours when the world sleeps and the shadows come alive. Imagine being the lone sentinel standing against this abyss, every creak and whisper amplified by the solitude. It's in this unsettling quiet that the stories we're about to share take place. These tales are not spun from the threads of fiction, but are real experiences of those who've dared to tread where most fear to. From haunted hospitals to whispering warehouses, we're going to recount 3 bone-chilling stories that happened during the graveyard hours. Each one is soaked in authenticity and steeped in terror, a testament to the hidden horrors of the night shift. Brace yourself as we delve into the abyss of the night shift. Our first horrifying tale originates from a seemingly ordinary hospital. Nestled in the heart of a bustling city, this hospital was as commonplace as any other, providing care and comfort to the ailing and the injured. Yet, as the sun set and darkness fell, its innocuous facade gave way to a realm of inexplicable terror. In the heart of this eerie transformation was a night shift nurse, a woman of courage and compassion dedicated to her profession. The hospital, bathed in the dim glow of artificial lights, was her domain after dusk. It was during these twilight hours that she began to notice the peculiarities, the inexplicable chill in the corridors, the phantom footsteps echoing in the sterile hallways, and the fleeting shadows that darted across her vision. As the nights wore on, these strange occurrences escalated into full-blown apparitions. She reported seeing figures in the corner of her eyes, only to turn and find nothing. The chilling sensation of being watched, of unseen eyes fixated on her, became a constant companion. Even the patients began to murmur about the spectral visitors that seemed to wander the ward in the dead of night. The hospital, it turned out, had a history steeped in tragedy. It was built on the ruins of an old asylum, a place notorious for its inhumane treatment of patients and countless unreported deaths. The nurse, unaware of this dark past, found herself in the throes of a chilling encounter with the spectral remnants of a bygone era. As her fear escalated, so did the intensity of these spectral visitations. The nurse, once a beacon of calm and resilience, began dreading the approach of nightfall. Each tick of the clock brought with it a sense of impending doom. The once familiar hospital now felt like a labyrinth of horror, teeming with the restless spirits of the past. The nurse never returned to the night shift, forever haunted by the chilling specters of the hospital. She left behind a tale of horror and mystery, a chilling reminder that some places, despite their outward appearance, harbor secrets that are better left undisturbed. From the clinical halls of the hospital, we move to the echoing vastness of a warehouse. Picture yourself in the shoes of a warehouse worker, alone, surrounded by towering shelves stacked with unmarked boxes stretching into the dark abyss. The only sound is the hum of the overhead lights, punctuated by the occasional creaking of the old, cold metal structure. Night after night, our protagonist toils away, the monotony only broken by distant, indistinct whispers. They seem to be carried on the cool draft that blows through the warehouse like a hushed conversation happening just around the next corner. But each time he investigates, he finds nothing but the relentless silence. As the nights draw on, these whispers grow louder, more insistent. Whispers that seem to know his name, his fears, his secrets. The worker finds himself drawn into the mystery of the warehouse, its past shrouded in a veil of uncertainty. Stories circulate of a tragic accident years ago where a fellow worker met a grim end amidst the very same shelves and boxes. The whispers, he realizes, are not just in his head. Our warehouse worker begins to question his sanity, feeling the icy fingers of paranoia creeping up his spine. He starts to see shadows flitting at the edge of his vision, hears the soft, muffled thuds of unseen footsteps. He can't shake off the feeling of being watched, hunted by an unseen presence. The whispers grow louder, more demanding, a cacophony in the still night. Each shift becomes a test of courage, a descent into a bone-chilling horror that clings to the warehouse like a shroud. The worker is caught in a chilling dance with the unseen. The whispers his only companion in the vast, lonely warehouse. The warehouse stands silent now, its secrets whispered only in the dead of night. Our final tale takes us to a quiet museum where an unsuspecting night guard encounters an unforgettable terror. This isn't your run-of-the-mill museum, it's a place sitting on centuries of history, its walls echoing with whispers of the past. And each night as the sun dips below the horizon, a lone guard is left to protect these silent relics from the cover of darkness. Our night guard is a man of steel nerves. Night after night he walks the echoing halls, flashlight in hand, the only human presence in the labyrinth of the past. But there's something about this particular night that feels different, something that sends a chill down his spine, a strange noise from the Egyptian exhibit, the unsettling creak of the Victorian display, a shadow that seems to move in the corner of his eye. He shakes it off, attributing it to the late hour and his overworked imagination. But then the whispers start, soft, indistinct murmurs that seem to float in the air around him, growing louder with each passing minute. As the night deepens, the guard's fear grows. It's no longer just about the strange noises and moving shadows. He can feel a presence, an unseen entity sharing the space with him. And as he delves into the museum's history, he uncovers a chilling past. Stories of a cursed artifact, of spirits trapped within the museum walls, of previous guards who've left, terrified by what they've experienced. These tales, as unsettling as they may be, serve as a sobering reminder of the unknown horrors that lurk in the shadows. Our first chilling account brought us to the haunted hospital. The nurse, alone in the dead of night, was faced with the impossible. The apparition of a former patient appearing in the reflection of a darkened window, reaching out from the beyond. The spectral figure, a chilling embodiment of the hospital's eerie past, was a stark reminder of the many souls that passed through its doors, their stories forever etched within its walls. Then, we ventured into the depths of the warehouse, where whispers echoed from unseen sources. The night shift worker, a solitary figure amongst a labyrinth of towering shelves, heard the eerie whispers in the stillness of the night. The disembodied voices, recounting tales of the past, were a chilling testament to the warehouse's history. The whispers, a spectral chorus of voices from another era, left an indelible mark on the worker, a chilling reminder of the building's dark past. The third tale took us to the night guard's chilling encounter. Alone in the vast expanse of a deserted building, the guard was confronted by an ominous presence. The haunting figure, materializing from the shadows, was an eerie reminder of the building's haunted history. The figure, a spectral sentinel roaming the empty corridors, was a chilling manifestation of the building's past inhabitants. These stories, as spine-chilling as they are not the product of vivid imaginations or works of fiction. They are the real-life experiences of those who have braved the dark of the night shift, a time when the world sleeps and the shadows come alive. Each tale, a testament to the eerie mysteries that unfold after the sun sets, serves as a chilling reminder of the unknown that awaits us in the darkness. The night shift, often shrouded in darkness and solitude, holds its own unique set of eerie mysteries. It's a time when the ordinary becomes extraordinary, and the mundane morphs into the macabre. The stillness of the night, often punctuated by the eerie sounds of the unseen, gives rise to tales of spectral figures and disembodied voices, each a chilling testament to the mysteries that lurk in the shadows. These tales, a chilling collection of real-life horror stories, serve as a stark reminder of the unknown that awaits us in the darkness. They are a testament to the eerie mysteries of the night shift, a time when the world sleeps and the shadows come alive. Each story, a chilling reminder of the spectral figures and disembodied voices that lurk in the shadows, serves as a sobering reminder of the unknown horrors that await us in the dark. So as we conclude this chilling journey into the unknown, let's remember the brave souls who have braved the dark of the night shift. Their stories, reminders of the eerie mysteries that unfold after the sun sets, serve as a chilling testament to the unknown that awaits us in the darkness. Remember, when the sun sets and the shift begins, you're never truly alone in the dark.